Hi, today we will see customer satisfaction. What is the customer satisfaction? Ambassadors so far in today's buyer's market, the customer is a king. Even the definition of quality, the quality is that the customer wants to emphasis on the customer requirement. In other words, the quality is to measure the customer satisfaction. It is obvious that the business cannot be survive without dissatisfied customers. The satisfied customers, therefore, the TQM is the purpose of the meeting exceeding the customer expectation so that the customer are delegated. It is understand that the customer satisfaction must be the primary goals of the many organization. Therefore, it is essential to employ in an organization to understand the importance of the customer. The customer satisfaction model is in the customer needs represented by the circle. The square represent the product or the service. Then the service offered by the company. The inspection portion as shown the dotted lines describe the customer satisfaction. So it is to be understood the company should be strive increasing the intersection portion an example of the customer satisfaction. What are the who are the customer? The customers are the most important people in the business. The dependent on the organization. The organization depends on them, not an interpretation to work but or the purpose of it. During a favor of when the weak business, not vice versa. Apart of the business, not outsiders, the lifeblood of the business, the people who come with their needs and jobs deserve the most courteous, attentive of the treatment. The types of the customer. What are the types of the customer is internal customer and external customer. Internal customer. The customer means a customer inside the company is called that internal customer. Other flow of work, the product and the service in the organization. Each department is dependent on the other. Each department or each quality management unit is considered as a customer by the previous department and as the supplier for the next department. Similarly, every person in the process is considered as a customer of the proceeding operation. Explain the concept of the internal customer. The external customer who is in the outside of the company is called the external customer. Who uses our product or the services, who purchase the product or the services, who influence the product or the services. So, purchaser, it is someone buys our product, so called the purchaser. Example, anyone who purchased the food in his family. End user, someone who finally benefit from the product. The patients who goes health can facility on the diagnostic testing. Merchants, the people who purchase the products and for the reseller, wholesaler, distributors and travel agents and brokers. Processes, the organization and the people who has to use the product output as an input for producing their own product. Example, refinery is that the receives the crude oil and process it the different products of the variety the customers. Suppliers who provide input in the process. Potential customer, those who are currently using the product but capable of becoming the customers. Hidden customer, those who are great influence over the product designs. Regulatory, critics, the opinion leaders and payers, media, corporate and policy makers and labor unions, professional associations. Customer supply chain, all the process requires the input which are provided the internal or external customer suppliers. Similarly, all the process delivered to the outputs which are used for the internal and external customer. The customer perception quality. The quality is the customer precise is to be. However, as the customers go on changing their needs, the quality level needs are to be improved continuously to meet the customer demand. That's why the basics customer concept is TKM philosophy is continuous process improvement. Performance and features, service, warranty, price, and reputation. The performance involves the fitness for use. It indicates the products and the services is ready for the customer. Availability. It is the probability of the product will operate which is when needed. Reliability. It is the freedom from the failure over time. Maintainability in the case of keeping the product operable. Features are secondary characteristics of the product or the service. For example, primary function of the cell phone is the communication, whereas the other facilities such as calculator and alarm are the features of the cell phone. Service. The customer service is intangible in nature. Intangible characteristics are those traits that are not quantifiable, but it contributes greatly to the customer satisfaction. Organization objectives is to provide the quality of the product to the customer right time, even though the customer are not complaining about the services. Warranty. The product warranty represents an organization of the public promise of the quality of the product. In other words, represent the public commitment to guarantee a level of service sufficient to satisfy the customer. A warranty forces the organization to focus on the customer definition of the product's service quality. It also forces an organization to develop the corrective action systems. The present scenario, the warranty attracts and builds the markets. It encourages the customers by service by reducing the risk of purchase decision. Hence, it generates the more sales from exciting the someone's by emphasizing their loyalty. The price. Nowadays, the customer is willing to pay the higher price to obtain the value. Also, the customer expect to high quality of the products at a lower price. The customer preferring the organization who are providing the greatest value of their money. For this purpose, the customers constantly evaluating all the organizations. In our highly competitive environment, each customer concept the value is continuously changing. In order to overcome the challenges, the organization should identify, verify, and update the customer perceptions of the value in the relations to each product or the service regularly. Reputation. It is the obvious customer are willing to buy a product or services from known, trusted, and reputed organization. The total customer satisfaction is based on not only with the product, the entire experience in the organization. The reputation of the firm brings the market to them. Also, the organization should be strive for the customers for life. Factor influencing the customer perception of the quality. The perception of the quality. Identifying the customer needs. TKM implementation begins with identifying the voice of the customer. That is to determine that exactly the customer desires from the product or a service. Since the customer needs keep changing, the process to identifying the customer needs becomes very difficult and more challenging. Some of the most common ways to collect the customer needs include the customer surveys and the focus of the groups, market research programs and studies, the routine communications such as sales, service calls and reports of the management reviews and the house publications, tracking the customer complaint incident reports, the letter of the telephone contacts, customer meetings, use of the conference end user, information of the competitor of the products and personal experience dealing with the customer and the product, the employees with the special knowledge of the customer, the government of independent and laboratory data stimulated by the use of the experiment and planning the process to involve the customer, the Kano model of the customer satisfaction to identify the customer needs, determining the functional requirements, concept of the development, analyzing the competitive of the product, that basic needs, performance of needs, experiment of excitement of needs. The basic needs are those a great company in the market. They are not spoken unless violated. For example, at a hotel, we don't ask for a bed. We expect it to be there. If there no bed, there would be the need. Then the basic needs, no matter how well done, the best make the customer neutral. Continuing with our hotel is an example. There are 3 beds in the hotel bedroom. If you are traveling alone, does not make you any happier than if there was one bed. The sources of the basic needs includes the compliance of the industry's standard, what your competitors are doing, and your own product expertise. The performance of needs. The performance of needs is known as those that keep a company in the market. They are spoken by the customer and considered when purchasing the decisions are made. The performance needs are to make the customer happy or unhappy, and the customer happiness is proportional to how well the performance needs are met. The price for which the customer is willing to pay is closely tied to performance attributes of the product. For example, the customer would willing to pay more for the car provides them with a better fuel economy. The performance needs can be gathered by the market research. The focus group surveys, the clinic interviews and contentious inquiry. The excitement needs. The excitement needs are those that afford the greatest opportunity in terms of becoming a market leader and or an innovator. Like a basic needs, the excitement needs and are unspoken, but like basic needs, which are expected and known, excited needs are behind the customer expectation. Thus, the excitement, the reasons are generally and difficult to uncover. The excitement needs are pleasant surprises, leap of the improvements and sources of the customer delight. As such, if an excitement need is not fulfilled, it does not impact that customer satisfaction. If an excitement need is fulfilled in any way, then there is a movement on the curve towards increase the customer satisfaction. For example, the tabletop bed grinder with tilting facility is enhanced for the comfort of the users. Some of the techniques used to uncover the excitement needs includes the looking upstream and downstream in the customer process, evaluating how the product has evolved with time, looking for the unconventional uses of the product, and involving the people outside of the industries. Customer complaints. What is the customer complaint? The customer complaint in any communication a customer has to as with the company in which displeasure is expressed. The customer complaint may be defined as the expression of the dissatisfaction with the product or the services either orally or in writing. An internal and external customer. The customer may be genuine in the cause of for the complaint, although some complaints may be made results of understanding unreasonable expectation of the customer product service. How a customer complaint is handled with the effect of the overall level of the customer satisfaction and may be affect the long-term customer loyalty. That is, thus it is important for enterprises have clear procedure dealing rapidly the customer complaints. From many statistical analysis, the customer satisfaction of the following conclusions were made. Totally satisfied contributes 2.6 times as much revenue a company as a somewhat satisfied the customer. A totally satisfied customer contributes 17 times as much revenue as somewhat satisfied the customer. Totally dissatisfied the revenues rate equal to 1.8 times of what totally satisfied the customer contributes in the business. Why the customer feedback? To discover the customer dissatisfaction, to identify the customer needs, to relative the priority of the quality, to compare the performance of the competitions, to determine the opportunities for the improvement. Sources of the customer complaint. The customer complaints are mainly related to the product itself, to related after the sales and service. Some of the sources of the some complaints are the product defective functioning, the product is unreliable, the product did not meet the basic requirement, the customer expectation is higher than the product called delivered, the frequent breakdowns of the product has defective parts, the product provided the defective accessories, the customer complaint related after the sales and service, the service department responding to the problem, the speed of the response to the complaint call, basic behavior and the courteousness of the service personnel, the competence of the service personnel, the product complaint evolved even after the repairs, the comment cards, the customer questionnaire, the post transaction of the service report, focus the groups, social media, toll-free telephone numbers, customer visits, employees feedback. The customer cards. Customer cards are the physical paper cards on the form of with one or the more surveys, questions designed together the customer feedback at the point of an in-person service interaction. These typically filled out the customer immediately after an interaction with someone in the organization. Comment cards are usually attached to the warranty card issued with the product at the time of sales. The comment cards are also completed the letter and mailed back, or visitors can be directed to a link to provide the additional informations. Comment cards can give the feedback on the specific customer experience or provide the general feedback but about the agency. The comment cards good way to reach the customer for whom one do not have the contact information, who do not interact with the agency through the other channels. These cards can also collect the customer contact information for the future interactions. In addition, the comment cards the feedback from the customers who do not feel comfortable sharing feedback directly with the representative. The customer questionnaire. A customer questionnaire, also known as survey, is a more effective, also a popular tool for obtaining the perception about the organization and its products and services. Surveys include surveys through a mail, surveys through email, surveys through the telephone. Email survey is emailed the customer either as a link to a web-based survey or question or intended in the body of email, often used as the post transaction of survey as well as the border the customer feedback collections. Pop-up the pop-up with respect to the feedback after the visitor has landed on company website. The website link is company website. Survey often together the feedback and the web interactions. Email surveys are useful for collecting the feedback after an online customer service. The interactions such as email chat after the website visit for protectively reaching out for the customer feedback, while the email surveys are often used to collect the feedback after an in-person or telephone interaction. It is a good idea to collect the feedback same channel as the initial interaction. Pop-up the website surveys are useful for collecting the feedback and after the customer has visited in the company website. Post transaction surveys. The post transaction surveys are conducted immediately after the customer service interaction and usually provide with the feedback directly on that interaction, and they are particularly useful for establishing the customer service performance goals and benchmark. They are surveys conducted immediately after the customer has called in the interacted with the agency but before the customer has to hang up. The post call service can also conducted via the outbound call after the phone interaction through an email survey. The post transaction survey are particularly useful to the agency as a sales center or as significant with the customer over a phone. The feedback is collected by the type of the survey can be insight about the specific transactions as well as overall customer experience. In addition, one can avoid the difficulty and expenses of the out to the customer. Again, report cards. The report cards is nothing but the feedback of the cards like the comment cards are physical and paper cards on the form of the one or the more survey questions designed to collect the feedback. Report cards is unlike the comment cards are usually sent to each customer on a quarterly basis. Report cards gather the customer opinion on the product and also ask for any improvement necessary on the product or the service organization. The focus groups are moderated. The small group discussion and pre-selected group of the individuals provide insight into their preferences, attitude, their opinions about the products or the services. This feedback provides the insight into the customer opinions on both exciting and potential new services and can also use it to add more color insight into the feedback collected through the other methods. Focus groups can be held in person or over the telephone, and some organizations leverage the customers who have opted to provide the feedback the focus group of the participant. Focus group provide the more details and mm, feedback than the surveys and are particularly helpful for capturing the general preferences, attitudes and opinions, testing agency and assumptions, and collecting the responses to collect or feature offerings. Focus groups are also useful for collecting the feedback from the individuals who are not currently customers. Focus group feedback can be give the company a better understanding of customer perceptions and opinions to provide the more information about the known problems areas and help together the responses of the new products and services. In addition, the focus groups can be used to uncover the problems areas, investigate the problems. Social media. The social media is the social networks, online communicate the blogs and forums or discuss the boards can be used to collect the customer feedback. Systematically collecting and acting upon the customer feedback from the social media is still fairly new by this inexpensive means listening to the customer. Toll free telephone numbers. The toll free telephone number is an effective tool of the receiving the customer feedback complaint. Toll free telephone number is provide the opportunity for the organization to respond quickly the more cheaply the customer complaints. Customer visits of the customer place business to technique for gathering the informations and feedback for the product. The customer visits by the senior executives operating the personnel will greatly help the monitoring and their product the performance is used to identify the recurring problems. Employees feedbacks. In addition to the customer feedback, the employee feedback is also a potential source of the information since the employees can offer insight into the conditions inhibit the service quality in the organization. Their feedback are also critical for the customer complaint redressal. Also, employee the feedback will provide the valuable insights of the motivational level of their moral, etc. Customer compliance flowchart. The complaints can collect from the all source letters, phone calls and meetings and verbal inputs. The data should be collected to the customer compliance feedback form. A formal corrective action request from may be used. The complaints must be resolved quickly as possible and the customer must be contacted and informed. All the customers should be response for the 15 days. The response may be simple and thank you and solutions for the complaint. All the local issues should be resolved locally, preferably on the compliance site. Issues behind the control and local entity must be resolved and central coordinator or analyzed level who will further analyze the issue or the purpose of the solutions. On a regular basis, data analyze the systematic issues must be identified and solved and evaluated. The performance of the measures should be identified and monitored. There must be the regular promotion and facilitating the constant monitoring the compliance. The service quality of the customer before the sales of the product, during the sales of the product, after the sales of the product. Through the term of the service quality, the customer service are used variably in term of service quality may be misleading sometimes because the many others of the term of the service quality to represent the quality efforts in the service sectors and industries and our text or the focuses more customer services. The organization to identify the each market segment and write down the requirement, communicate the requirements and organize the process, organize the physical spaces and meet the customer expectations and get the customer point of view, deliver what is promised and make the customer feel valued, respond to all the complaints over the response of the customers, provide a clean, comfortable and customer reception area and communication to optimize the trade between the personal attention, minimize the number of the contact points, provide the pleasant, knowledgeable and enthusiastic employees, hire the people who like the people, challenge them to develop better methods, given them the authority of the problems, serves them the internal customers, be sure that there is adequately trained, recognize and rewards of the performance, lead by the example, listening to the frontline people and strive the continuous process of improvement. Customer retention is the process of retaining the customers. It is the obvious customer retention is more powerful and effective. The customer satisfaction, customer care is to be defined as every activities which occurs within the organization to ensure the customers is not only satisfied also retained. Over the 60% of the organization future revenue will be from the existing customers. 2% increase the customer retention and profitability of the 10% reduction. Up to 96% is unhappy customers. In fact, complained, but they are times to likely to communicate the bad experience of the customers than the good one. 91% of the unhappy customers to purchase the goods of the services from you again. If you make any effort remedy the customers compliance, 82 to 95% of them will stay with you. If the cost of the 5 times much attract the new customers, keep an old one. Thus, the customer's attention is essential in attracting the customer. The customer retention represents the activities of the producers and necessary of the customer satisfaction to create the customer loyalty. The customer retention is improved by obtaining the customer feedback and by measuring the customer satisfaction. The customer feedback is obtained from the customer satisfaction surveys, focus groups, interviews, and observation. The customer satisfaction should be measured by using the odd measures, cash register, receipts, market share, and level of the customer retention. Then the employee involvement. The employee involvement in the TQM movement and effective of the effort requires the total involvement every persons at all levels in the organization. Employee involvement needs the organization goals to objectives is also improve the quality of the product. Quality of the productivity at all level of the organization. Employee motivation, the employee empowerment, teams and teamwork, the recognition and rewards, performance of appraisal. The employee motivation, the concept of motivation, according to the Scott, motivation means the process of stimulating the people to accomplish desired goals. Then, in a simple words, the motivation is the process of inducing the people's inner drives and action towards the certain goals, committing the energies to achieve these goals. The importance of motivations. The motivation improve the employee involvement, and motivation promotes the job satisfaction and absenteeism and turnover. The motivation steps for securing higher level of the performance enhances the efficiency of the productivity. Then the theory of motivations. In order to understand to improve the employee involvement, it is essential to assimilate and underline the theories of motivation. Through there or many theories of motivation. The Maslow's of hierarchy needs, the psychological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and self association needs. The psychological survival needs, the psychological needs or the biological needs preserve the human life. These needs include the food and clothing, shelter, and these needs is the first before the higher level of the needs. The safety needs, the protection from the psychological dangers, economic security, desire for an orderly, predictable environment, desire to know the limits of acceptable behavior, social needs. After the needs of body security is satisfied, the sense belonging, the acceptance and predominant in motivating the behavior. These needs are love, friendship, and exchange the feelings, grieviness, and recognition, conservation, belongingness, etc. Extreme needs. These are the two types of the self-esteem needs and esteem of others. Self-esteem needs includes those self-confidence, achievement, and competitions and self-respect, knowledge and other independence, the freedoms. The second group of esteem needs are the related to one reputation needs of for the status of recognition and appreciation, deserve respect of one fellows. The self-accusation of needs, these ultimate which dominate the person's behavior when all over the needs of satisfying. The self-accusations are called self-realization needs, refers the desire become everything one is capable of is becoming. The first three needs, also known as lower level needs, can be satisfied the monetary and non-monetary compensation, but two needs, also known as the higher level needs, can be satisfied through the participation in decision making process, delegation authority, responsibility for the more freedoms. Psychological needs, the opportunity increase the earnings by the best bonus for a good work. Safety needs, job security. Social needs, appeal to the employee as a number of team. Then esteem needs appeal to the pride, workmanship, achieving a good score, and self fulfillment needs the opportunity for the purpose of creative ideas, participate and creative planning. Motivation factors and satisfiers, hygiene of the factors, dissatisfiers. According to the Hedberg, the maintenance hygiene of the factors are necessary to maintain the reasonable level of satisfaction among the employees. These factors are not provide the satisfaction of the employees, but their absence will dissatisfy them. Therefore, the factors are called dissatisfiers. On the other hand, the motivational factors create the dissatisfaction in workers at the time of presence, but their absence does not cause the dissatisfactions. It can be noted that Herberg dissatisfiers are roughly equivalent. The employee empowerment, the concept of employee empowerment is the opposite helpness of a dependency. An empowered person do not feel the incapable of doing the things and consider as thus important for all well-being the organization. There is no the constraint reserves to externally imposed. In other words, being empowered implies that the persons acts from the streets uh, Antony that during the nose to under the set of circumstances and individual personal choices, the organizational climate, the empowerment is defined according to the Webster Dictionary, where a verb of empower means to give means the ability or authority. Therefore, the empowerment bucksetting involves giving the people this means that ability and authority to do something they have not done before. The job enrichment is aimed at expanding the content of an individual job, but the job empowerment focuses on expanding on context of the job, such as interaction and interdependencies to other functions and the organization. The general principles of empowerment of employees tell the people what the responsibility or give them the authority to equal responsibility to assign to them, set the standards of excellence, to provide them the training that will be enable them to maintain the standards, to give them the informations, to provide them to feedback their performance, and they trust them and create the trustworthiness of the organization, allow them to fail but guide them, to counsel them when needed, treat them the dignity and respect. The conditions to create the empowered environment. Everyone must be understood need for the change. The system needs to change new uh, new things. The characteristics of the employer employments. They feel responsible for their own task. They are the free and in their work. They balance the own goals in the organization. They are the critical, have the self-esteem, motivated, they are challenged and encouraged. The monitor, improve the work continuously, find the goals and challenges, teams and teamwork. The team is divided, the group of the people working together is called a team. The teamwork, the cumulative actions team during the each member of the team subordinates individual interests and opinions to fulfill the objectives of the goals and the groups. Benefits of the team to improve the solutions to the quality of the problems, improve the ownership of the solutions, improve the communications, improve the integrations. Types of team: the process improvement team, the cross-functional teams, natural work team, self-directed work team. The process improvement team: the process improvement team focuses the attention on improvement of the process which is already operating the satisfactory level with agreed to the tolerances. They are meant for each operations of the process. Sub-process: the scope of the team is limited to work unit. The team comprises of 6-10 members from the work unit depending upon the locations on the sub-process. Internal external supplier as well the internal external customer also included in the team of the life cycle of the team temporary, because whenever the objective is reached the time is disturbed. Then the cross-functional team: the top management cross-functional is formed by certain organizations which are the very successful and solving the complex problems involving the functions in the various departments. Six or 10 members are selected from the various functional areas of the management cross-sectional teams. The cross-functional teams may be discussed with the complex of the problems these down into the parts. Refer these department teams and work teams respective functions for the further solutions. The feedback in the form of the solutions gather the problems the whole is solved. The natural work teams: the work teams are comprise all the team members of the work unit, and the team members are not volunteer. They are selected by the management. The manager is a part of the team and is selecting the project and to be improved. The some employees may not be cooperating in the team work or for a variety of the reasons, so that the managers is in the positions to motivate the employees and in proper directions and make them feel comfortable in the team. Self-directed and self-managed work teams: self-managing team is a group of individuals and work who work together continuously. These team plans and execute them, control their work to achieve is defined the output. The team is consists of the team members from the work unit except the supervisor. The team coordinator is selected within the team consultations with the help of the management, and that may be rotate among the members of the team. Should not be meet daily plan their activities, and decisions are usually made by the customers. The additional responsibilities of the team is hiring, the dismissal, performance of evaluations, and the customer relations, and the supplier relations, and training. The characteristics of successful team sponsor: in order to affect the quality council, there should be the sponsor to person from the quality council to provide the support of the organization. Team character: the team character is a document of define the team and mission boundaries and background of the problems, team's authorities and duties and resources. It is also identify the members and their assigned roles and leader, recorder, timekeeper, and facilitator. The team compositions, the size of the team should not be exceed the 10 members except in the case of the natural work teams or self-directed teams. The team should be delivered by having the number of members with different skills and perspective potential wherever needed. The internal customers and the suppliers, we included the team members. Training, the team members should be in the training trained problem solving techniques, and the team is dynamic and communication skills. Grand rules, teams should be have the separate rules of operations and conduct. The grand rules should be discussed with the members whenever the needed. It should be revised and reviewed and revised. The clear objectives, the objectives of the team members, team should be stated clearly. Without clear objectives, the team functions are not to be effective. Accountability, the team performance is accountable. The periodic status of the report of the team should be given to the quality council. The team should be review its performance to determine the team process weakness and make the improvements. Well defined decision procedures, the decision should be made clearly at the right time by the team. Resources, adequate information should be given to the team wherever needed. The team cannot be expected to perform successfully without the necessary tools. Trust, the management must be trust the team to perform the task effectively. They must also trust among the members and brief belief in each other. Effective problem solving methods are used to make the effective decision. Opinion, open communication, the open communication should be encouraged. Everyone feels free to speak in the team whatever they are thinking without any interruptions. And appropriate leadership, the leadership is important in all. Team leaders is the person who leads the team, motivates the team, and guides the team in a proper directions. Balanced participation, everyone in a team should be involved the team's activities by voicing their options, their knowledge, and encouraging the other members to take a part. The cohesiveness, the members should be comfortable working with each other, act as a single, will not be individual and subgroups. The elements of the teamwork, the purpose, role, activities, effectiveness, decisions, results, recognition. The team management wheel. The team management wheel is the advising, giving them the gaining of informations, innovating, getting experimenting with ideas, promoting, exploring the presenting opportunities, assessing and planning the action, application, the arrange of resources of implementation, concluding and delivering the outputs, controlling and auditing the procedures, uploading and enforcing the standards, establishing the linkages. The role of the team members feel themselves responsible and equal, be interested and motivated, accept the appreciate and real respect each other, give the priority of the continuous improvement, participate actively with activities of learn of the team for viewers, opinions and ideas freely and voluntarily. trust and support, understand and have the genuine concern of the staff members, attend the training and seriously repetitive attitude, then abide the decisions of the team, encourage the feedback of the and behavior, make the personal improvement and routine, stages of team in development. Each team takes sometimes start the functioning effectively towards the problem solving. Each team through the six distinguished stages in its development. These are forming, storming, norming, performing, maintenance, and evaluating. There is the forming stage is the where the team is created by the individual team works and exists at the stage. The team purpose, the members, rule acceptance, rules of authority, and the process functioning and learned in the formation of process, storming stage, initial agreement and rule allocations are changed and established at this stage. The team and the development at this stage is hostilities and personal needs often encourage which may be resolved, and norming stage during the norming stage the team development formal and informal relations get established among the team members, and the cooperation have been observed as a signs of the team's behavior. The performing the stages in this stage, the successful manner, the trust, openness, and healthy conflict and decisiveness and group performance can be reached at this stage. Maintenance stage, the functioning of the team does not deteriorate over time. At this stage, the performance of the teamwork is earlier stage. It will be maintained some period of time, evaluating the stage. At this stage, the performance or the view of a set of targets, both the self and the management evaluating the stage of the team development. Barriers of the team progress, insufficient training, incompatible rewards and compensation. First line supervisors is resistance, lack of planning, lack of management support, access the information systems, lack of union support, project scope of too large, the project objectives are significant, no clear measures of success, no time to do improvement of work. And what is mean by recognition? Recognition is the process whereby the management shows the acknowledgement of an employee's outstanding performance. The recognition is the form of the employees, the positive rotations. Recognition implies the high essential. People find themselves accepted the learning role, sustain the employees, propel towards the continuous improvement. It is essential to recognize the people. This acknowledgement may be financial and psychological or both nature. Reward, intangential one, such as increased salaries, commissions, cash, bonus, gain sharing, etc., promote the desirable behavior. Why should we recognize the employees? Improve the employees' morale, show the company's appreciation of the performance, and create satisfy the workplace, and reinforce the behavior patterns, stimulate the creative efforts. Types of rewards, intrinsic rewards related to the feelings, accomplishment of the self worth, the extrinsic, they are related to compensation issues. Then that intrinsic rewards, non-monetary focus of the recognition to acknowledgement, achievement of quality and improvement goals. Thank you. We'll see in next video.